Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Let's get a preview going on here. You feel me? So we're gonna get a week 7 preview since there's 2 user games happening. We also gonna recap some week 6. I think it was just one week 6 matchup. I wanna actually deep dive into that matchup. I was not privy to viewing it. It was USC versus USC, South Carolina versus Southern California. And then we got some heavy hitting matchup. A top 6 matchup this week 7. And then we got a traditional USC versus Notre Dame matchup. Those 2 teams are spiraling. One is they're both unranked, but one is like surprisingly unranked, and we'll get into that as well. As you can see, I've already played my matchup, man. I played the computer, and we absolutely destroyed the computer. So we're not even going to talk about these previews. Don't even talk about computer games. We're only focusing on user versus user games. So, this was a rivalry game, man. Yeah, you see what we did, man. Like it's like that every user game. For most of the users, this is what they usually do. And yes, we are playing on Heisman. So I don't want to hear all that. We are in week 7, year 9 of the Dynasty. So these are all of our recruits. And just to give you just a quick, backstory of what I do with my players, I name all of them. Not even, except for offensive lineman. I do not name offensive lineman. That's going too far. But I G up my whole squad. Like for offensive lineman, they get G'd up too because I'm seeing them on the field, right? So backups, everybody. So I do backups because, when the season is over and, my freshmen or whatever, like they need to be already set up. Like I just want to be able to have to like G up my recruits and transfer dudes that transferred in. So everybody's G'd up over here, man. We take it real serious. Equipment manager he's like almost next to the head coach as far as like what we rely on with him. So our equipment manager is there's like head coach, there's an associate head coach, and then there's the equipment manager. Like he's right up there. Like he's right next to the defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator. Like he's like that level, like for real. Okay, so we take it real serious over here in Clemson and South Carolina. That's what we do. Okay, so anyway, let's get into the last week's only user game, which was I don't know if it was a good game or again, let's get into it. What team? They're both in the Big Pac-12. So it was here, 70-50. That's a high-scoring game. It's a lot of offense. Let's see if it's really offensive or not. Damn, SC only have 14 first downs. I mean, excuse me, it's in tight. Thank you. Let's see here. SC was moving the ball for real. What was it, turnovers or something? Let's see, yards per rush, passing. Well, there we go right here. But 560, only 1 turnover each. What was going on? This is an explosive game. This probably was the telltale right here. Those 4th down conversions, and he didn't get one. Return yards. Did you return a punt on him? I mean, a kickoff. Total yards 800. Goodness gracious! But he had the ball. Like, but how do you score so many points? Having the ball for damn near 3 quarters. He played 6-minute quarters. All right, let's get into the tail of the tape. See, scouting report on SC is he's spamming one guy. I mean, and the thing about it is, he's doing all kind of routes to the one player, like deep routes, drags, crossing, screens. Like he force feeding one guy. You stop that guy, you're pretty much going to win the game. Like true story. He was running with his quarterback, pocket passer out there running. See, this is what I'm. See, hey, look, man. Look, we're in year 9, man. So you kind of know players' tendencies, like for real. One guy, and he went off though. 15 catches, 6 touchdowns, almost 400 yards. You gotta know. You gotta go over your scouting report when you play everybody. That's what elite players do. Pro players. I consider myself elite. I consider myself a pro player. Like for real. Like no cap, no, you know what I'm saying, no extra sauce. Like I do this shit. Do I always win? No, I don't. I put in the work though. Trust me. But I win more than I lose, I'll tell you that. That much. Did he have was it a defensive touchdown that kind of turned the tide too? Nope. And he forced fumble. Oh, then he didn't. He only had one turnover. Any sacks? Got a sack. For losses. Damn, hold on. Well, he only had was on defense for 7 minutes, so all the defense stats got to be on SC side. Let's see. He didn't punt all game. Made him punt, obviously. All right, let's look at SC. Not bad. Really not bad. This guy's been here forever, bro. He's had this running back. He just couldn't stop him. Like you see all the defensive tackles. He had a sack. He got an interception. Did he? No. How many times did he punt? Let's see. Twice. That's it. So that does it. So he punted twice. Lost by 20 points. He punted twice. He obviously couldn't stop SC, South Carolina. Punted twice. Yeah, that's what did it. Just back and forth game. Back and forth. Well, I mean, he was down. He was down big at halftime. 35-14. I bet you that last touchdown though was so now you know what, he's probably getting his ass whooped. Because I guarantee he probably scored that last touchdown. Then went for 2. So he was down 70-42. I'm guessing. Right. So he punted twice, right? So he punted twice, and then he went for it on 4th down and didn't get it. That's ball game. That's it. Because look, dude had the ball 16 minutes. That's it. Yeah. All right. So that's a recap. The Sony 1 user game happened week 6. So let's preview week 7. There's some, like I said, it is some doozies. One good doozy. And we should be able to watch it. When I say we, I'm talking about me. Because Georgia streams his games. Usually. Unless he's playing Texas. They got some kind of pack going on there. But yeah. So this Georgia LSU game it should be a good game. LSU has won the last matchup, maybe the last two. Georgia. So let's talk about Georgia. Before me, because I'm the defending champion, Clemson Tigers. He had won 2 straight, but the year that I won it, which was last year, he lost 5 user games. He played 6. He lost his conference title game. So I think he lost 6 user games last year. Didn't even make the CFP. Didn't even make the playoffs. One of his losses was two of his losses that season was to LSU in the regular season and in the conference championship game. But Georgia, he was on a heater, man, for those 2 years. He beat me his first championship. Like, he beat me. His run game was just potent. He beat me. Then his second championship game title he won. I lost in the semifinals. I always either I'm going to the championship game or I'm losing the semifinals every year. That's just dial it up. Clemson in the semifinals every year. Like, write it down. That's happening. I lost to Ohio State, who I shouldn't have lost to. Last second loss. But anyway, but in the regular season of his second championship, he beat me in the regular season. We were all the users except for one was in one conference, the SEC. He only gave me that one loss in the regular season. Then, so I made it to the conference title game, and I played him and I beat him. I figured out the formula. I figured it out. So, if I was going to, I felt like I was going to, if I would have made it to the championship game, I would have beat him. He played Ohio State and whooped his for real. Like, it was to the point of like, I'm like, bro, man, you should have let me win that game. Cause it was like, you had no shot, no chance, none. Anyway, getting wrapped up in oh shit. But, Georgia, this season he lost. He beat Ohio State again, but it was a close game this time. And Ohio State went for 2. Didn't get it. Second game, he played me. We went to overtime. We battled. Me and Georgia battled, like, for real. But he's always like, I'm always giving up the lead, bro. If I'm winning, like, for some reason, man, like, I take my foot off the gas pedal and my folks be coming back. But we went to overtime. I thought he scored with 3 seconds left to go into to take it to overtime. I thought he was going to go for 2. He didn't go for 2. I got the ball first possession, scored in 2 plays. Then he finally scored, and then he went for 2. Didn't get it. So he only got 1 loss. So, but LSU lost to Ohio State. Lost to Ohio State. And then he went and he's whooped on everybody else he's played. Like, I lost to Florida this season. Womp womp. LSU smashed Florida, like 84-21 smash. So LSU has a good squad. So his strength is running. He does a lot of wildcat, but it's running. He runs with his quarterback too. His quarterback is a good runner. Got 97 gas, like, for real. His running back got 98 gas, like, so this is gonna be a good matchup. So whenever I do a preview, I got to predict who I think is going to win. Just based off of the last couple of games, Georgia is due for a win. He's due. LSU has had his number. Historically, he's had his number as well. Georgia want to get that groove back. He does have championship pedigree. So I'm gonna. Man, okay. This is hard, bro. This is for real. This is hard. This is hard. I'm gonna say okay, so this makes it a little bit easier. LSU's at home. I'm going LSU in the nail biter. But I wouldn't be surprised if Georgia won. Wouldn't be surprised at all. But I'm gonna go LSU because they are the home team. That usually, you know what? I was doing that last year with Georgia, because he had a good home win streak going on. And he lost. Shit, he lost 5. He only beat a new booty that came into the league that was playing with Tennessee. That was the only team he beat. Only user he beat all last year, Georgia. You're not supposed to lose that game, like for real. And he didn't. But everybody else pretty much smacked him. But home field advantage does have an effect. It does mean something. And then LSU, like EA needs to fix it. Right? They need to fix their situation as far as changing out who has the highest home field advantage. Because LSU came into the new series, the new game with the #1 home field advantage, and it should change. Like in the Dynasty, it should change up. It's never changed up. They still have the #1 home field advantage. So with that being said, I'm gonna go LSU. Let's see what Texas did, man. He be cheesing, bro. Let's see. We all cheesing. Let me just stop it. How many sacks did he have? Let's see that. Only 10 sacks. Okay. He let up easy on the computer. All right. And then the next one is Notre Dame and USC. So look at the records. These are 2 of the 3 teams that are unranked. Everyone else, so it's 11 users. 8 of the 11 users are ranked in the top 25, and like of those 8 that's ranked, 7 are in the top 10. They're not, as you can see. Notre Dame has been on a historic beating streak, like getting whooped on, like for real, whooped on. He got whooped on week 1, week 2. He played me week 3, I believe. And he just got whooped on. So in South Carolina, USC they have a good squad, but again, and I'm not being mean, man. I'm not being a bully. I'm not picking on dude, but the user is garbage. He's the worst user in the league. He don't have the worst team, but he's the worst user in the league. With that being said, Notre Dame is at home. I expect Notre Dame to win. But I would not, because Notre Dame has been like in a slump. I would not be shocked if USC won. They've had some battles. These two, like that's his cousin, I believe. Yeah, that's his second cousin. That's his dad's first cousin. They've had battles. Notre Dame usually the user that plays for Notre Dame usually wins, but they've had battles. So I wouldn't be surprised, because PJ Player P is in a slump this season. I wouldn't be surprised if SC won. But I'm not SC, the user is just like, he's just not good, bro. So I'm expecting Notre Dame to win, but again, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. I want Notre Dame to win. The reason why is he's in my conference. Like, come on, man, you got to root for your conference mate. So I'm going for Notre Dame, and he's at home, and because he's been in a slump, I think he's going to take it out on him. So I'm expecting a Notre Dame blowout. That's what I'm expecting. That is what I'm expecting. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting, bro. So let's look at let's go to the top 25. Texas won. The only undefeated user right now, no, he's not. SC, South Carolina's undefeated user. So he has 2 late games, tough games. Georgia and Ohio State. Now, he wouldn't say they're tough games because he handles both of those users. Especially Ohio State. He owns them that's his child. You know what I'm saying? That's his little baby. You know what I'm saying? Ohio State's his little baby. Ohio State only has 1 more. So he lost to Georgia, and then he has Texas. That's his last user game. Then we got me, Clemson here. I got 2 more user games. I'm not worried about. You know what? I did that with Florida. Went in super confident and cocky in that game. I was on the road. Again, that plays a part. But I went in overconfident and he got me. But let's kind of talk about that just a little bit. I had 6 turnovers to his 0. I had 6 turnovers. 6. They were all interceptions. 6. And he only beat me by 10 points. Take that with a grain of salt, okay? So, but I got 2 more user games. I got Tennessee at home. We don't lose at home. And then I got South Carolina. South Carolina has never beat me, and he will never beat me. Okay? So, yeah, I'm going to be my ceiling going into, then I'll have Notre Dame in the title game. My ceiling, my floor as far as the final rankings going into the playoffs is 2. That's my floor. My ceiling is 1. That all depends on if Texas takes an L, which, again, in the history that speaks, but against Georgia and against Ohio State, and then they're going to have Ohio State twice because he got them in the conference title game. It's slim. He might be undefeated. So he might stay number 1, then I'll be 2. And then that should be the matchup. Like, we have not played. So I own Texas. I own them. I do. He owes everybody else. I own him. I'm his daddy. He's my infant child. Okay. But we haven't faced each other in the championship game. That's different. I would hate for us to, I would love. That's what I want. That's the dream matchup. That's everyone's dream matchup. We're the 2 best users, like hands down. We're going to the coaching stats. Hands down, we're the 2 best users. Like, this is no doubt. No doubt. When we both got 2 championships. Okay. Actually, did we play? We played in the title game last year. Did we? No, we did. Hold on, my memory is a little off, okay? Big 4-7 just happened. March 7th, Pisces. Did we play in the title game? We did. Because he would have had 3 and I only had 1. But so it'll be a rematch. Texas goes to the ship. Yeah, we did play in the championship game. So this would be a rematch in the title game. That's the dream matchup. I would hate to lose to this motherfucker in the title game, bro. I know he hated losing to me. He hasn't beat me in a long, long time. He hates losing to me. Everyone hates losing to me. Why? Because I talk so much shit. But I've been backing it up. Not like that. Pause. Pause. Let's continue. We'll look at the history of the title games and all that stuff. So the LSU, boom, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida. Then we got the other users. So like I said, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what's that? 7 in the top 10. And then we got Miami. Boom. And then the other 3 users are not ranked. But yeah. So let's look at schedules, right? So he has one more user game, Georgia. That's gonna be a tough one. South Carolina got Miami. So they battle. They really do be battling. And it's at Miami. Then he got me. So he could have 2 losses. One for sure. Me. For sure. Georgia got LSU right now. He got a little schedule. Hey, Georgia ain't getting no freebies, bro. See that he won that game by 1, lost by 1. Now he has LSU. Then he got Florida and Texas. Those are 3 tough games. Like, seriously. Ooh. Is Georgia back? Like, he can stake his claim right now, winning all these next 3 user games out. He can really solidify himself again. LSU, I think this is maybe his last user game. Oh, he got Notre Dame. So look, last year in the quarterfinals, he played Notre Dame, which is his son, and he got blew the fuck out. Notre Dame almost put 100 on him. Notre Dame almost put 100 on him. So that's gonna be a tough game. But he's at home, so they play smart. Okay. Yeah, and then Ohio State only got that one. So yeah, so that's the top 25. Heisman watch. Texas up in there. South Carolina, Georgia. Walter Payton. Walter. So yeah, I had a brain fart, man. So the championship, I did play Texas, right? Yeah, I played Texas in the Natty. Beat him. You see, I've been there 3 times, and I've lost 1. This one. I should have been here. I truly believe I want to beat Georgia. But you see, he blew the doors off Ohio State. So this goes to the history. So this is when we started. Texas over Alabama. Me over Alabama. Ohio State over Alabama. Yes, that's 4 straight for Alabama. He was on this Buffalo Bill. Then he finally went again and won. A lot of speculation about this game. A lot. My theory is Papa Bear, which is LSU, kind of gave the keys and let his son win. That's my speculation. We don't know if it happened like that, but the type of father that LSU is, I wouldn't put it past him. You know, let his son feel good. Why not? You feel me? Why not? So that's what maybe I'm thinking too far into it. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, man, that's 5 straight for Alabama. 5 straight championships for Alabama. Games, titles. And then he finally get it. It was his 5th one when he played his daddy. Say me Chico. You feel me? Then Georgia, Clemson. So that's 8 years right there. That's 8 years. And there's 3 teams that won 2 championships. Texas won the first 2, and that's why I be getting on his case, because he won the first 2, and then that's it, right? He finally got back in 2032, finally. But he won it with Stark's recruits, so I get on him get on even about that for real. Then we got Clemson. I got mine in year 3, and then finally in year 8. But I went year 6. So year 6 was always special to me. I was, as you can see, I went 15-1. I was undefeated, so I was the number 1 team. Year 6 in any dynasty is special because that is the first year of your full recruits, your full team, your team you built. So year 6 is always special, and I wanted to cap it off. As you can see, I was undefeated the whole year until I got to the title game. That would have been sweet, bro. That would have been sweet. Theoretically, let's just keep it a wow, like for real. I could be on a 3-game championship game streak because, well, I lost, man. Whatever. But let's just say I won in 2030, okay? Boom. That's my ship. Then I go here in the semifinals. I lose to sorry-ass Ohio State on the last-second touchdown. I had Georgia's number. I win there. Boom. And then last year, boom. That's 3 in a row. But, okay. Like I said, I go to the semifinals every year. I did. So year 1, 2025, I lost to Alabama in the semifinals. Year 2, I blew the cash to Texas in the semifinals. Like I had him, I was beating him, and he came back in the 4th quarter. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I blew the cash, boom. Then I finally won. Then here, I lost to Ohio State again in the semifinals. And then he beat Alabama. I don't have a problem with playoff P. I don't. Then here, I lost to LSU on the last-second touchdown again in the semifinals. Playoff P. I don't have a problem with playoff P. I made it. Lost to Ohio State on last second. Won it. Okay, so 2031, lost on the last second in the semifinals. 2029, lost to LSU on the last second in the semifinals. Here, 2028, I lost to Ohio State in a controversial loss. The game disconnected in the 4th quarter, and I was only down by, I believe, 10, and I had the ball, and I was marching, and I was like, momentum was on my side. We have this thing where you kind of recreate the game at a certain point type of shit and blah, blah, blah. But at this point, from 25 to 28, I was preaching like, look, I don't head up phase, bro. He was doing the same thing. If the game disconnects, this is what we're going to do, man. We're just going to start over and all that. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to start all the way over and knowing we're about to score and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I was on that. I thought Ohio State was on that too. So we get into the 4th quarter, the very start of the 4th quarter. It disconnects. He up by 10. I'm like, bruh, all right, let's run it, you know. And so I recorded all my games, and I got this game recorded in my archives on my YouTube page. Go and search for it. I'm saying, all right, let me see if he really about that business. Let's see if he's gonna go head up fade, or is he gonna be on that let's recreate shit. Long and behold, Brody was like, man, this is the semifinals, man. You have to give me my points. I was up by 10 and da da da. I'm like, bruh. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, wow. Like, I don't have it, my recordings where both people can be heard. I gotta definitely get that together so y'all can hear what the my opponent is saying. But he was like, yeah, man, this is da da da. I'm like, bro, like really? Are you kidding me? I'm sitting there like, are you kidding me, bro? You're not gonna. What's all this talk that we was talking about head up fade and this and that and fuck all that recreating? Nah, man, this is different. This is the playoffs. This is da da da. So because of that, he shifted my perspective on getting ahead of phase. So from that point on, I'm like, fuck it. That's part of the rules in our dynasty. It's part of the rules. So from that point forward, from 2028 forward, I'm like, fuck all that. Give me my points whenever I disconnect with anybody. Niggas don't want to be straight up with me. I thought I was being straight up, and it was the first time that it actually happened, and I was ready to do it, but I was losing, so I guess it was going to be in my favor, right? But my boy was talking that same jazz, though. He was talking that same jazz, right? And then he just wasn't about the life. He just wasn't about it. So we didn't even recreate, bro. We didn't even recreate the game. This motherfucker gave me the force L and hurry up and advance it over to the national championship game on some whole shit. Like, he really did that. I was like, wow. That's how we getting down, bro. Okay. So anyway, so I won in 2027. Like I said, in 2026, I lost to Texas, and then I lost to Alabama. So in all of my semifinal games, in all of them, year one of the dynasty, Alabama whooped my ass. That was his only win. That's been his only win against me, honestly. Put my ass in the semifinals. Like, it was like belt to ass, like pow, pow, pow. I could do anything. Pick sixes, fumble returns, like, he smacked me. I was like, damn. Like, golly. I could do anything. So year one, that's been my only loss to Alabama, or playoff P. Year 2026, I gave up the cash. I was so upset, man. I was so upset that I lost the game because, I streamed my games and everybody was watching. The whole league was watching, and they was chiming in on a chat, and these dudes was hopping on Texas nuts. Go, Joe, get him, come back, ooh, Joe. When he was making this comeback, I was so hot. I was so mad. I was like, oh, these niggas is gay. And I gave up the cash and lost it. It's been my only loss to Texas since 2026. So I took that personal, bruh. Took it personal. Both those losses took personal. I ain't lost to these fools since. So, like I said, if I would have made it here, I would have beat Alabama. If I would have made it here, I would have beat Alabama. Now, me and Georgia has battles. He beat me, right? I would have beat him here. You see it, right? So that's the history of the championships in the dynasty so far, right? So I think it's only right that me and Texas face off in a natty for 2033. It's gonna be a battle because he been putting up. Let's go to his team. Let's go to this shit. This nigga been smacking fools. 73-0, 99-10, 76-19. Those are user games. So this was against the computer. He was smacking him though, 76-0, right? Before it disconnected. So he been on the heater, bro. So I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. It's never easy when I play him. Like, it's like a chess match, like, for real. But I handle him. I haven't lost since year 2. So it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough, but it's only right that we go back and run it back. And I need to be a 2-time champion. I need to be over the league with championships because there's 3 teams tied with 2. That's Texas, Georgia, Clemson, and then Alabama got 1, and Ohio State got 1. Right, so let's go to the coach. So like I said, we're the 2 best users, hands hands down. This is Texas, 110 and 18 losses. This is me, 116 wins and 15 losses. Hands down, the two best users in the league. Like, he got 100 wins, 25 losses. 95 wins, 27 losses. He started over. Georgia, 95 wins, 27 losses. 82, 32 losses. Right? Everybody else either got fired and had to create a new coach, or quit, came back in, had to create a new coach, or just came into the league and had to create a new coach. And what I mean by that is we go to playoff P. 15-6, that's not bad, but he got fired from Alabama when we all got in one conference. And instead of him taking a job to where he could have, he retired as coach. That's not part of the rules. You're not really supposed to do that. You're supposed to go to where your coach goes to, or you got to create a new coach. He chose to retire as coach and then create a new coach. Big 12. So he didn't quit the league. His daddy kicked him out, and then he came back in. So he had to create a new coach. So that's why his coach record is 20-25. Tennessee was never part of the Dynasty. He came in last year, and as you can see, he had to create a coach, and you see where he's at. We already talked about these two mainstreams in the league. Boom, boom, boom. Right. Then we got here. He actually, so Miami, he quit over some controversial recreating type thing that, scenario shit that I was talking about, right? He quit. He was originally Michigan, and then he came back and he picked Miami. South Carolina's been South Carolina since day one. SC, so he's originally been SC. He got fired. They came back and put on a mask and had to create a new coach, and you see where he's at. So he's gonna get fired fucking again. Like, whatever. Like I said, he's the weakest user. And then we got LSU and Georgia from the very beginning. Right? LSU, so like I'm saying, LSU don't have a bad record, but man, when it gets to the playoffs, man, he just cannot get it done. No natties, but he got some conference championships. 3 of those were against me. 3 of them were against me. And then last year against his brother. I got 5 in 8 years. So yeah, that's that. That's the preview of week 7. Recap of week 6. We can go recruiting a little bit. I kill it. And I kills it every year. Last year I had 14 5-stars. 14. This year I got 7, and I'm going after. So I got how many more? 1 more on the docket. We only go after 2 more. Oh, let me put him up here. Like I just started getting busy with this guy. To be honest, I just started getting busy with him. Watch me come back and secure this. Watch me. So that'll make 9. So I got 7. That'll make 9. If I can secure these 2. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it work out. But I got these committed in here. Like me and Georgia, like we really go at it, and Buddy just needs to stop recruiting against me, bro. He's losing battles left and right. Now, some I backed out of some of them. It's because like you gotta know when to back out. And I feel like he doesn't realize when he needs to back out, and he continues to just waste hours. Like right here, boom, back out, bro. You should have backed out. Lost some hours. Well, there's some more. I know there's more right here. Back out, bro. Right here. Back out, bro. Back out, bro. That's 3. That's 3 that have been going at. Oh, I forgot I got some. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these guys right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these guys. But yeah, I got level 25. I got the highest coaching level. I can go CEO if I want to. I don't know necessarily if I want to be CEO. Right. Let me see. All this shit is high, man. I'm gonna have to, I would have to get this after the season because I usually level up at least 2 or 3 spots after the season because of the drafted guys, because of talent development I get. So that's 30. That'd be 30 points. So that'd give me, if we were just looking at it right now, 55 points. So it's 35 to get into CEO. I just need 10 more. But is it really worth it? Like, really? I don't know, man. Visit player hot starter 5. That's nice. Gasoline. More the merrier. Now, I definitely want this. Only being able to have 4 guys at a time sucks. I did. So this would be worth it right here. This one too. But I get instant recruits. I didn't get no instant recruits this year, which is odd, me being a champion, reigning champ, but whatever. So this I like that. Bundle discount. 2 times investment. Increase all school. I don't have seniors like that. So the only one that I would really want in here is gasoline, more the merrier, dream school, and this one. Increase the chance that a player upgrades to development tree. And this one too, because man. All right, so it's some in here, but whatever. Program brother, so I can spend some money. You see, I'm building this up. 6% refund attempt. I haven't really been successful retaining anybody, like for real. When they leave, they leave. Here, strong roots. I got all this shirt. Wealth. What's this one? Porter preview. I don't care for that. I don't care to see. Now, motherfuckers want to see who I lose, because I'm always losing players and they going to other teams, like for real. That's just like the going joke. That really happens, like seriously. I have so many players that transfer from my school that's on users' teams. No cap. Texas has benefited. Ohio State has benefited. Alabama has benefited. Notre Dame has benefited. Those are the main ones. Miami has benefited. Who else? Florida? No. Yeah, man. Like, I get players, but I this last offseason I did benefit from Georgia losing 2 5-star transfers. Came over to the squad. came up to the squad. What's this one? Increase home field composure penalties for away team at home. Okay, for that. Let's run it back. Man, see, I thought second round projection players are less likely to leave for the draft. That's not true. That doesn't work. Because in my other dynasty, I got this, and them dudes, if they want to leave, they gone, man. So. Am I cool here? I got this, like, roster retention I got in my other dynasty that has not benefited nothing. Am I cool over here? Quarter preview, I don't care for that. Coordinators are more likely to set. I'm not losing my coordinator, so I don't need that. This is increase protection on composure effects in rivalry games, protection on. I think I'm cool over here on Program Builder, man. Now I need to. Oh yeah. I'm about to. Okay, I'm not going. Can I just go up in there? I need to get Master Motivator. I don't care about the quick recovery, but I want the family atmosphere from my guys. Finally be able to retain my freaking players. Yeah, man, that's a big jump. Is that what I want? What do I need to spend over here? Tactician. Oh, I can open up Tactician 50 points. That's a lot. I don't care for that. And then Elite Recruiter. I can open this up. How much it costs for Elite Recruiter to be opened up? 25. So either go here. See, I've been recruiting pretty good. I've been recruiting pretty good. So it's this one. This is it. Okay. All right. Yep. I'm gonna have to open this up. Less likely to transfer. That's all I need. I need tier 2 for all these guys. So that's the next step. See, I don't mess with these. I don't mess with this. Special teams. All right, that's the next step. Master Motivator. All right, but I'm not going to use all my 25 right now. It's going to look weird me not having no points up there. I'm letting it build up. Let it build up over the season as I'm smacking on the computer these next couple of games. Let's look at my schedule. So I got an opportunity to smack up 3 more games. 3 more games of smacking up the computer. Hopefully I can get to level 97. So that's 10, 20, that's 45 points. So that I can open up Master Motivator, and then I can at least get the tier 2 on one of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then I got these 2. Yep. Then we go to my roster. My roster is just, we're overloaded with just talent everywhere, man. We just do what we do. You see the development trait: elite, impact, star, normal. But he was a receiver, and his skill cap he's uncapped. Impact, star, star. Right, impact. Who cares about these fullbacks? Star, impact, star, elite, star, impact. You feel me? Normal, elite. Like star, impact, star, impact. Okay, come on, y'all niggas make me look bad. Star, normal. Oh, you getting cut. You're out of here, bro. You don't do that. Impact, 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 star. You see the names, though, as I'm going down. Like, I name all of them. Star, impact, star, 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 impact, elite, star. Normal? That's why they name you. That's why. I mean, that's too normal. But look, I mean, 77 though. It's not bad. Let's look into what can he? He's a 4-star, of course. All right, you know what? His power. That's what it is. What's his gap specialist? You can't get no stronger. So what's his physical for strength? You can't. All right, look, he can't get that. This is a gap breaker, bro. Grip breaker. And you're a gap specialist? All right, hold on, I'm coming. So that's too normal so far. Like, those guys getting cut more like impact, elite, star, elite, normal? 3 normals. Elite, impact, star. Dion's been a senior, so right. Normal, impact, star, impact. And this one that gets juicy. These redshirt freshmen. Elite, star, elite, star. Yeah, we got a good recruit class in the corners. Yes, sir. Elite, impact, star, impact, elite. So, of my roster that I have composed, we only got 3 normals. So, if you don't know, the tier is normal, it's impact, star, elite. Normal, obviously, is the lowest. Elite is the highest. Let's see what we do over here at Clemson, baby. All right, we out. Let's see what White's talking about. That's it. Good night. Have a good day.